So it's fair to say the AirPods range hasn't been getting much love recently. Well, apart from the AirPods Pro, that's very much the favorite child, but the regular AirPods and AirPods Max, those have not been updated since 2020 and 2021 respectively, which is a long time in the tech world. But thankfully, there should be big upgrades coming to these in 2024. I've already talked about AirPods Max 2, that of course you can check out in the iCard above. But now let's focus on the release date, price, and everything you need to know regarding AirPods 4. All this information comes from credible source Mark Gurman, so do not worry, it's not some sketchy leaker making random predictions. These tidbits do have some weight to it. Essentially, with AirPods 4, Apple wants to replace both the 2nd gen AirPods, they still sell in the range, and also the 3rd generation pair. So the plan is apparently to make 2 different variants, which is interesting. Now, we're not sure how this will be marketed, but I'm really hoping these have different names that are clear to understand, because I feel like it would be really confusing if both are technically 4th generation AirPods. And so calling the cheaper variant AirPods SE and the higher end variant AirPods 4 makes much more sense. But then again, this was the company that gave us Roman numerals for iPhones at one time, and of course that confused everyone because they were calling the iPhone 10 the iPhone X, and then we got the iPhone 10R, because why not? What did R even mean? So yeah, I could totally see Apple just messing up the names of these new AirPods. And by the way, would like to remind you guys, like this video and subscribe for more content like this, it would be appreciated. Anyways, Gurman says that the reception for the 3rd gen AirPods wasn't very good, because there was not a lot different with these compared to the 2nd gen apart from the design, and of course that meant many were just going for the cheaper model, which Tim isn't very happy about. He wants to make more cash and wants you to buy the more expensive pair. Now, I have also heard from others that the 3rd generation design isn't as comfortable to wear as the 2nd gen, and so apparently with the 4th gen, Apple's changing the design yet again. Gurman says this will be somewhere between the current AirPods design and the AirPods Pro design-wise. It's also getting an even shorter stem and fit's gonna be improved. Whatever that means, that's a pretty vague statement. We're not sure if that means if there's going to be silicone tips, but personally I think that should remain a Pro exclusive. At the end of the day, everyone's ears are very different, and some prefer the tips and some do not. So regular AirPods should maintain the no-tip design. Now, there will be a redesign case on both variants that feature speakers for Find My Alerts and USB Type-C, so basically they're catching up with the Pros. But what's interesting is that the higher end version of the regular AirPods can now feature ANC, which obviously right now is only available on the Pros and Max. I'm definitely glad ANC is becoming more accessible because it definitely is very clutch. But I know what you're thinking, you just said there shouldn't be silicone tips, but don't you need that for ANC? Well, no, you don't actually, because Samsung and other manufacturers have actually released earbuds that are open ear and yet feature ANC, so I'm sure Apple could do the same with these. Obviously, I'm not expecting ANC to be as good as it is on AirPods Pro because it does not offer you the secure fit silicone tips give you, but hey, I'll take some form of ANC at the end of the day, and also it makes sense the Pros are better because Apple wants you to spend more cash and buy those instead. It's the Tim Cook formula, guys. When it comes to the release day and price, Gurman says nothing. He obviously doesn't want to risk being wrong on such important details, but because I'm just a guy on YouTube, I'm gonna make some predictions anyways. And I'm really only basing this on what Apple's done in the past, but release-wise it totally makes sense to launch these at the iPhone 16 event. AirPods 3 launched at the iPhone 13 event, the Lightning AirPods Pro 2 launched at the iPhone 14 event, and recently USB-C AirPods came alongside the iPhone 15s, and so it doesn't take a genius to work out that Apple likely are going to launch the next AirPods alongside the next iPhone. And if you think about it, launching these alongside the iPhone is perfect because AirPods are undoubtedly the best iPhone accessory, and there's gonna be many consumers who will just buy both on the spot, and boom, Apple just made more cash. Yay! Price-wise, I was thinking hard about this, and these predictions might be a little ambitious, but I could see the entry-level model, which I'm dubbing AirPods SE, launch at $129, which is the current price of the AirPods 2nd gen. I think Apple definitely wants to be more aggressive with their pricing because wireless earbuds is a saturated market, and so offering something that's more enticing at the low end is crucial, and so I think the price for this is fair for the new design, likely better sound and battery life, that new case with the speakers, and also Type-C, etc. Now when it comes to the higher end version with ANC, that should be called AirPods 4 and it should be $50 more in my opinion, so that's $179. I think the price is completely fair for ANC. Of course there is still reason to get the AirPods Pro for $70 more because it should have more smart features like adaptive transparency modes and of course better ANC. Because yes, I don't think AirPods Pro are going to get transparency mode. I know that's kind of a crucial feature with the AirPods Pro, but because these are still open ear, I don't think you need transparency modes. That should be a Pro exclusive. Talking about smart features, apparently in a software update coming later next year, Apple's going to allow hearing aid functionality for AirPods. And basically these could be alternatives to traditional hearing aids, which is pretty neat. Gurman also says there's a hearing test feature in the works, so if you're experiencing hearing loss, AirPods can verify that. And it makes sense that Apple's going down the health direction because it's very easy to sell consumers on new products when it involves their well-being. Just look at all the Apple Watch ads and you will see the core message is that if you don't wear an Apple Watch, you will die. So buy one right now, and while you're at it, subscribe as well. Anyways, Apple's basically doing the same thing here with AirPods. I can already see the ad saying, hey, are you going deaf? Buy some $200 AirPods, and you can verify if you're actually going deaf. Yay! Jokes aside, Gurman says this new hearing test feature basically will play different sounds and tones to allow AirPods to work out how good your hearing is. And that's pretty nice, to be fair, because if you're worried about having any hearing issues, AirPods should now be able to give you a rough idea of how your ears are, and of course, with that information, you can seek professional help. Heck, my mum is convinced I'm going deaf by wearing AirPods around the house 24/7, so hopefully I can prove her wrong by using this feature. Watch how she's actually right though. Now in the future, Gurman says we can expect AirPods to also double as a thermometer, and I could see that being a Pro exclusive to get you to spend more cash, but that makes sense considering you're already going to be listening to music and putting them in your ears, and so they might as well offer more useful data as well. And so yes guys, this will be the future of AirPods. They're going to be packed to the brim with health sensors so that Apple can monitor every aspect of you 24/7. Actually, that sounds pretty creepy, not gonna lie, but hey, remember, you will die if you don't buy an Apple Watch and AirPods, so go spend $1,000 at Apple. Finally, I do want to mention that Gurman says a new AirPods Pro refresh is on the way in 2025, with a focus on comfort as well as a new chipset, and that reminds me we should see H2 in the new regular AirPods, but anyways, AirPods Max are apparently only getting USB-C and that's it. I'm still confused about this, as I've expressed in other videos. How is Apple not doing anything with these AirPods nearly 3 years after they originally released? Like, surely they must give us something more than just a port. But anyways, we shall see what Apple does with the AirPods range next year. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you for watching.